The XXL Freshman cover. All the new artists aspire to be on it. 21 Savage. He was part of that 2016 freshman class. Now, he came in with some heavy hitters. Lil Yachty, Designer, was on that cover with him. Dave East was part of that class. Lil Dicky, G Herbo, Uzi Vert, Anderson .Paak, and Kodak Black. 21 Savage said, if I was put head to head with any of these guys in the Verzuz, I can beat them all. Is that real? Does he have some validity there? And I just mentioned a lot of names.
Yeah, but a lot of those names ain't really just like popping. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kodak. But
Kodak called him out.
I don't think, the question is, does Kodak have enough? They both got records. And out of that, because let me choose my words. At the end of the day, man, that's hip hop. Let me bring it here before I go to doing my breakdown on it. It's hip hop. You're supposed to do that. There's a way to, it's just like a Verzuz. Him saying that made you call out everybody's name. You feel what I'm saying? Somewhere in there, he might feel like, hey, this my class. Let me call him out. Not in a bad way, but at the end of the day, who do you think could go against him out of that? Lil Uzi got hit records. G Herbo got some records. Yachty got some records. Kodak got some records. You name some names.
You know who I think we overlooking on that list?
Who?
Anderson .Paak. I think out of that class with all of them names that you just like Anderson .Paak got some singles, and with him and that Silk Sonic project.
But see, now that's a whole nother project. That's him taking on a whole nother co-host, co-star, whatever.
He's part of it.
Yeah, nah.
He's
nah. That's just like saying CeeLo, and then when CeeLo went and got with Danger Mouse and became goddamn, what they became? Gnarls Barkley.
Damn, what's the name?
Gnarls Barkley.
Okay, there you go.
Nobody's gonna be like, oh, Gnarls Barkley up against niggas like, oh shit, this shit finna get real juicy. Nigga gonna be like, bro.
Nah, but okay, so let me throw this back at you. That's like doing a Verzuz. If you are on somebody else's project as and you got a 16, but the record blew, you still bringing in them artists to your Verzuz.
I'm not taking that away from that. But you got to think about your audience. If we come right now and you got 21 Savage against Anderson .Paak.
I'm just going hit for hit.
I get it. And in this audience, it's don't get me wrong, 21 gonna go from genre to genre too. Mm-hmm. It's a fair assessment to say that Anderson .Paak being Silk Sonic, that's a whole nother genre. And they got some fucking smashes. But for what they came in on that cover for, nah.
Got you. If we just keeping it rap for rap, okay. I'm just talking in terms of success, longevity, popularity, hits. I don't want to overlook somebody who might be the sleeper of the group. But we can move on.
Uzi Vert huge. Uzi huge. Like I said, Yachty huge.
100%. Kodak huge.
I mean,
Kodak. I might put my money on Kodak. Like that might be. That's a toss up right there.
See, the difference is though too. You gotta understand. Like, so when it comes to 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's kept his image in a certain. He's really compartmentalized. So he's kept his image in a certain lane. Kodak is very vocal, so Kodak might say some wild shit to make you be like, man, what the hell he talking about, bro? Tripping. He might do some crazy shit. You be like, well, why would he do that? But that Kodak, you know, it's a young guy coming into the world, fame. He got his message he's trying to get out. But I'm just saying though, like, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't put my money on Kodak. I ain't gonna say I'll put my money. I ain't gonna say I'll put my money on either one of them. I'm just saying it was a good way for him to call cats out. And I think this is the moment where you say, well, you know what? Put your money where your mouth at. See who will step up for the challenge. See who could step up for the challenge. Because right now, if we pull out a list of song for song, 21 got some songs.
Yeah.
Kodak got some songs.
It got us
Uzi
talking.
got some songs. We talking about it.
Yeah.
But that's one of them.
All right, let's stick with Kodak. I mean, let's stick with 21 for a second. All right.
Okay.
Him and Drake.
Yeah.
Just released the project, Her Loss.
Yeah.
Okay, this album, it didn't drop without its share of controversy, if you will. Drake was definitely saying some things. I'll put it that way. He got a verse where he's speaking about Kanye. Yo, Jay Prince got me working with my ops. He called Serena Williams husband a groupie. And it's alleged, because I've heard that he wasn't, but it's alleged that he was taking shots even at Meg Thee Stallion. What is your thoughts on the way? Because this is unlike the way Drake typically moves. It feels like he wanted to smoke this go round.
Well, because the community talked so much shit about him for this last album he dropped. With the upbeat, what was it called? Nevermind?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he was like, all right, I did that. I had to give this side something to vibe to. Now I'm back on this shit. He gotta come in talking shit, because right now, you look at like a lot of the powerhouses around him. Cats is in trouble out here. It's like, you got Drake, Future, him and Future, cool, But when you start talking about big artists, to make sure he channeled that, that boy talking that shit, he really had to go there. Even the shit with the Meg Thee Stallion shit. I don't know. I mean, Drake clever as fuck, dog. I mean, he's not just sitting around being a think on his own. It's a think tank around him at all times. That's going, thinking. That's why with the whole rollout, how they did it with the fake. When I was watching it, I was like, this shit ain't real. My man said 21 Savage is an avid reader. We be in a strip club and he be reading Harry Potter. We was reporting this shit on the morning show, and I had to say that. I said, nah, cap. I said, this is a fake. This is good, though. I said, this is good, because it's showing you, like, instead of us going to spend, $300,000 to market this shit, we're going to spend a few dollars and do this shit and watch it take on a life of its own, legs of its own. And that's why Vogue coming back to sue their ass for $4 million right now, because they feel like they garnered that much press off of using the name Vogue, the whole setup like that. So they let you know, if we going to sue you for that much, that means it's that much in punitive damages or just damages, which lets you know how much it could cost to promote some shit. You kind of get what I'm saying? So, I mean, homie doing what he do. When have Drake not said shit and talked shit? I'm to keep it a buck with you. When have he not said shit? He just so clever. You'll be saying some shit and he talking about you and you don't even fucking know it. So the whole shit with the Megan shit, we talked about that one morning and I was like, yeah. Somebody in my group said, well, what if he just talking about ass shots and he talking about a bitch still saying she a stallion? What if he ain't talking about Meg Thee Stallion getting shot? So you heard the word shot and stallion and you automatically went to her. And that's why when it came out, he was talking about that other girl. He the type of cat that set that bait, because as soon as he said that, Megan them fired off and people had to come to her aid and defense because they felt like this black man is going against, or these black men are going against this black woman who is just voicing her truth and trying to make a way for herself and do the best that she can, right? I mean, you hear these talks, it's like, damn, that shit is kind of fucked up. But at the same time, he made somebody, you know how you make somebody a false start?
Mm-hmm.
You act like you act like you finna hike the ball and they jump off line, penalty.
That's the pump fake.
I think it was a pump fake. I think he made her jump off the line. Cause instantly she started, and even if she didn't call his name, we understand. I mean, cause you know, niggas say your name or talk about you, you gonna say something, especially if you feel like they taking shots at you. So I feel like he made her jump off the line, for real.